But we will now play Pokemon Terrarium, made by Starwolf, another dev who I respect the games of a lot. We played Family Restaurant today, made by Never This Again, who I respect a lot for their games made for Relic Castle Game Jam, and now we're playing Starwolf's game, Terrarium, who I respect a lot for games such as, I can't remember the exact name, but the EV one, and Dungeons, and Distant Memory. Hopefully I'm getting all that correct in terms of naming and gaming. That'd be awkward if I'm not. I know it's a full one-on-one bully sesh review today, Kakarot. You can tell me all about how you named your worst chocobo after me. Let's get into it. Pokemon Terrarium. I believe this is inspired by the DLC for Scarlet and Violet. I don't know if it's set in the same terrarium, but maybe inspired. Hello, you there? Sup, are you the new professor? You must be. Name's Rose. I'm your boss, don't question it. Welcome to the terrarium. My aunt Jupiter is responsible for Unova's terrariums, and she left me this one in my hands. Was it actually not... You didn't name that Tom. It was just a random NPC? I feel a bit better about myself now. I thought you named that Chocobo just to bully me. But Joel, yeah. Joel's gonna be a good one, don't worry. There's so many reasons why this place is so special, but first... Oh, these are so cute! What the hell? We'll be the right one, but I like both of them. Oh my god, my head! It's me when I wake up! What a cutie! Ah, Tom, I already knew that. Alright, Tom, come see me at my lab. I have a job for you. Come on, don't keep me waiting. Hey, look who's here! Tom, right? I'm Rose. Tom, here's where the magic happens. Look at this beauty. You get the things and put it in here. Is that a door? What's that door doing? When I saw that I was against Tom in the race, I thought to myself, I really hope we finish it. And I did, didn't I? God damn it. Imagine if I beat you. I guess if I beat you, you wouldn't have sent me the screenshot. Then you get the other thing and put it in here. Bam! A new thing comes out. Sure. Yeah, it may sound simple, but it's not. It's better to go step by step. You see, this terrarium was built around a strange phenomena. This area, or perhaps a Pokemon gathered in here, are able to create an energy core. Can I imagine how valuable a core might be? Since we started researching it, we were able to create 3 elemental cores and 4 seasonal cores. The terrarium is divided into 4 seasons, and each one generated its own core. Hey, I reckon good old NPC Tom could have maybe, in some universe, stood a chance. But also the elements of fire, water, and grass appeared. We believe it might have a correlation to what we call starter Pokemon. Oh, I guess hence the 3 elemental cores. But what about the seasonal ones then? And that's where you come in. As a professor, one of your duties is to deliver the necessary materials to the new Pokemon trainers, including, of course, their starter Pokemon. We ran a selection based on numerous soon-to-be trainers and chose a small group to receive new Pokemon by your hands. Do you understand? Your mission is to deliver a complete new set of Pokemon, created by no other than you, using the terrarium's energy. You need to create a perfect set of starters for new trainers, strong but easy to train Pokemon. True, I guess so. So do they mean we're just like... Are we actually like inventing new Pokemon species out of science, or... I guess we're gonna see. Because that sounds kind of creepy. Together we will create a new start for Pokemon journeys. Okay. Still, too much to understand? Let me give you your first mission, and we go from there. Go explore the terrarium. I recommend you visit the spring area. It's very pleasant. Once you find the core, call me, okay? Oh, before I forget, I have a Pokemon for you. Take good care of it. A Porygon, very fitting for the weird science we're doing. I also don't really understand, to be honest, but it seems like it's going to be a learn by doing scenario. It's something like there's these elemental cores, and they kind of are maybe not responsible for starter Pokemon, but they have ties to starter Pokemon because the types are the same. Is this a bug? Is this door not meant to be here? So I think we collect cores. Oh, that's really cool. Oh, this is really cool. I like this a lot. I think we collect cores, we create starter Pokemon, and we make new trainers happy. Yeah, so we can buy rare candy. So we can't catch wild Pokemon, okay. We've got an Amulet coin. Let's just go ahead and stick that on our Porygon, which looks weird. Skills. We have all the HMs on you. Or like a cooler version of XP share. I like all the custom UI and everything, and all this. Yeah, it's all really cool, isn't it? We have protein. I like it a lot, yeah. I feel like a lot of work has been put in to make the UI look cool. So storage box is our bag. You're right, only 4 party slots. Yeah, but like it's... I think I've never, ever seen a fan game change that. And I've played a lot of fan games. This is all really cool right off the get-go. Like straight away, the game has given itself a unique feel. And a Pokédex for the Terrarium. Are you a scientist? And what about a trade? Bring me 20 Pokédex entries and I'll give you an upgrade. Are you gonna spill the beans or is it a bit more secretive? So in the Terrarium Center here. Maybe you should write it down in a book or something. Okay, I like how cheap all the stuff is. I guess it makes sense because rare candies are $100 here. So if rare candies are going to be so cheap, then this stuff needs to be cheap too. We don't need a revive when we only have 1 Pokemon at the moment. Hey, wait, I have money in here somewhere. Oh, poor guy's trying to make a purchase. I love that cactus tile. I don't know why, but that one right there just looks so cool. Cool stuff. Oh, and you also say rare candy, so rare candy. We don't need it from a vending machine. Okay, so they suggested we go to the spring one first. Yeah, I get that feeling. Spring would be here, bottom left. Okay. And the music's nice and unique too. I can't peg it down exactly what game it's from. But like they put in the effort to find some sort of custom music. Oh, and very nice battle backgrounds. Yeah, I mean this game's just got me hook, line, and sinker immediately. Oh, already I have a spring call. Oh, little phone's ringing. Professor Rose here. My team lost signal of the season core. Did you get it? Great. You now just need 3 elemental cores. So what about Winter? Winter doesn't have an elemental core? Okay. A serving of leftovers? Is it worth exploring here a little bit before I continue? I want to see what's down by that house. Hello, Lechonk. My good friend. How are you? I just associate Lechonk with Cade now. You need more, so it never happened. It's always a hard balance, right? Because it's like sometimes it's like releasing a small demo. I don't know. It just feels like I don't know. I'm not saying many words, am I? I don't know how to word it. But I definitely get the feeling of wanting to just wait till it's all complete. I mean, one thing is like people definitely like hold off if a game's not complete as well. Like, think of how long I put off Ash and Frost because I'm always like, oh, I know there'll be an update soonish, so I'll just wait for that. And I still haven't gotten to Ash and Frost, even though I should now. But in terms of like the dev as well, like yeah, exactly. It's like, would I rather release a demo when I'm halfway there, or just really like push it to the end and think maybe I could actually release something a bit more substantial as a whole? Oh, so this is like a Poke Center. For jams, I always believe. Some people might disagree with me, but I always believe that for jams, you should always just release whatever you've got ready by the end. I know some people, like, even if it's not much, I think just put it out there, have a little explanation. There's a grass core we need. I love the art for it. It's so cool. This game in general is just really beautiful immediately. Like, I think even if you hardly get to make any progress on your jam game, I think it's nice just to put it out there, let people see what you worked on for that month and a bit. You know? Now, like, people tend to be pretty understanding, at least if it's someone from the actual Relic Castle community. It's nice they'll be able to see vaguely what kind of vision you had. I remember for one of the game jams, I think this is the most extreme example I can think of. They essentially just got really busy, and so they released what they did for the game jam. And it was literally just like, you get up, you pick up your bike from the side of your house, you go into the professor's Pokemon lab, and that was the end. Like, yeah, sorry, ran out of time. And even that, like, it was kind of cool because they were trying to do a Pokemon Adventures and manga gameization, like turn it into a game. And you could kind of see that. And even the bike thing was kind of cool because you don't really see many games. I know it sounds so dumb because it's just a bike, but you got to pick up your bike from like the side of your house, and you don't see that too often, so that's kind of cool. Yeah, but yeah, well, usually I just wait until it's complete, but I want to make sure things are getting more sense. Yeah, that makes sense exactly. Like, I think, yeah, I think that's a very solid summarization of why it's good to wait till it's complete. Especially like if you're doing like the start of a story game, and maybe for like the content you've got for the first demo, maybe the story doesn't really get to hype up too much. Like, there's not any real build up or climax within that demo because it's really only the start. It's just kind of a shame because then if someone plays only that demo, it feels somewhat like almost a bit less memorable. I'm gonna get my ass kicked here. Because without the full story there, you can't really appreciate it at all. I mean, and that's Solus is a jam game, so I somewhat give it an exemption for why it was released in a unfinished state. But the sad thing about Solus is that it's a very beautiful game, it's a very cool game, but for where the demo went up during that game, the story just kind of, it didn't really get to go anywhere exciting, which is just an absolute shame, because I think the story could have gone somewhere exciting, we just did not get to see it. But yeah. Let's go find this. What core was it? So we're in autumn. Oh, this one. And there's some creepy shit happening in this graveyard as well. A Pokemon brought to the terrarium never leave, not even in death. What the fuck, man? Really? Okay, sure. Yeah, that's nice. Oh, we can't hurt each other. Your ghost, I'm normal. Okay, Pumpkaboo, let's split. Let's go back. This seems really interesting because it seems like they've made it so that this rock surface is its own map. Because the Rock Smash Rock respawned, which tends to only happen when you enter a new map, I believe. So that's somewhat a surprise. Yeah, jam deadlines for Pogways made me really annoyed with what I released because I had to rush the final chapter to make any sort of actual hint of a story in the demo. Yeah, exactly right. Yeah. Yeah. I think we only need one more core before we visit Le Professor. I do like the idea of what's happening here. I don't think this waterfall makes a lot of sense. I can surf on it. I don't understand. Or maybe it's supposed to just be like river rapids. I guess that makes a tiny bit more sense. What did Thundergate include? Goofy. Oh, right. For the Pug Jam. Yeah. You mean you didn't enjoy having to include a random berry tree? It's fun. Or the weird sound effects. I think in general it's nice that like the... I do like that about the Pug Jam because it does add like a little bit of goofiness to the whole thing. And really cement it as a bit more of a light-hearted jam. I love all these items for fun. I'm really liking this game so far, just in terms of like aesthetic and atmosphere. It's really cool. Imagine people from RC have no concept of a pub jam. Yeah, man, imagine like they play another Pog Jam game unknowingly and they're like, why is the rap from Pogberries here? Why? No? You don't want to take that kind of tone? Yeah, it's a really beautiful, like absolutely did the Terrarium theme justice. I'm being blind somewhere because there is a core. Here we go. Even just like this shit, like almost reminds me of Golden Sun for little elemental gins. What a paradise! The Pokemon here are so lucky. Yeah, you too, buddy. You're the one who gets to visit this paradise. But Pokemon just live here. So now we get to understand a bit more what the professor wants us to do with that weird machine. Super. Am I doing this right? So I pick an elemental core. Oh, I didn't get the elemental cores. I picked up the seasonal ones. I should hunt down the elemental ones first. So what am I missing? I need one more from top right, I believe. From Autumn. Can't believe I messed that up. So what? I think I'm looking for fire type. Not up there. They said not to go to. They said to get the elemental cores before the seasonal ones. I did not mean to click that. So I'm just after. So I've got water. I've got grass. I just need fire. I mean, I imagine later we're going to be tasked to get the seasonal cores, which I've already done part of that step, so that's good. Winter season. Winter is probably One of my favorite. Maybe a cave? I feel like shit in here is gonna whoop my ass. Okay, no, you're only level 4. Autumn seasons, Autumn Terrarium seeming like the biggest one here. Okay, here we go. That's what I needed. This bad boy. Yeah, elementals first and then seasons. No, I did. Must be your ears. I never misspeak. I've never said anything incorrectly. I don't know what you're talking about. I totally keep my words totally sensical. What's with that weird looking cave though? Maybe I should have used repel. No, I'll probably appreciate all this XP or not. You're quite a high level. Yawn? Thank God we knocked it out with that last Astonish. It's Porygon! But blue. It's cool, right? And look, it's learning like more unique moves. It has protein. Oh, it loops back to here. That makes sense. Okay. I feel like I'm gonna be knocked out soon. I think if I did not flinch from there, that Pumpkaboo was knocking me out. Oh, another one! Let's run. You are level 10. You know something? I think someone should make it into a plugin because it was a pretty neat feature. The Porygon or something else? When Sun and Moon had different. Right. Well, I guess I've seen people kind of do that by just manually making like a different encounter type. I think I might have even tried something like that once, maybe not. It's not too hard to make new encounter types and like assign them to a new terrain tag. I guess it probably is some kind of way to streamline it. It's already pretty simple, I guess. I don't know. It's just like having to use a new terrain tag, which is an annoying part. Okay, so elemental cores. I want to try fire. I'm a bit worried that I messed something up because nobody's talked to me. Let's try a fire spring. Oh, you have to place all 3 elements and 1 season. Oh, what the hell? Okay, so we actually created a new Pokemon. So I guess that's why we only have 4 slots, because... No, that doesn't make any sense. Maybe we're only doing spring, autumn, summer, no winter? Meow. The grass type Pokemon. Oh no, we created. Okay, right, no. 3 more Pokemon for 3 elements. So we made a whole trio of spring starters with Flower Phoenix. And I really like the mouse. What's your name? Bubble the Bubble Mouse, a water type Pokemon. I really like them all. They're ready to be delivered to their new trainers. Sup, Tom? We already delivered you the first batch of starters. The trainers look really pleased with them. Great job. Oh, I wish I got to use a Bubble Mouse. Why don't you try the spring or autumn core now? Is that not what I did? Did I use summer or something? I must have. I guess so. So you're going to make 4 sets of new starters for each season. Okay, so the seasonal cores don't regrow, but the elemental ones do. I've been given a new Pokemon, Solosis. Okay. And you're just a normal little fella, aren't you? You're not weird. So you've got to revisit the seasons. We should probably pick up the... Yeah, it's like a weird, like, infinite fusion almost, right? Oh god, not ice puzzles. It reminds me a bit of, what was it, Pokemon Splice? As well, like, using a kind of like, I don't know how to word it, but like some kind of like system to make more Pokemon of of different types. Why did I come off way here? And how do I get out? Wait, actually, how do I get out? Like here, down, left? Yeah, thank god. I was struggling a little bit there. Let's not go back up that way. Seems like I still need to figure out this ice puzzle. There we go. So there's no elemental core here, so really I just need to visit this place. Get level 18! You weren't kidding about this part having tougher Pokemon. Something I've learned from your streams is ultimate something I could do. Oh no! I think there's the worst things you could do, honestly. Like a hardcore battle simulator where you have to play completely optimally and there's 0 rooms for mistakes. And you have to find the one solution in a Pokemon battle. That would kill me. That would kill me. God. It's not just me, bro. I feel like ice puzzles are like the bane of any Pokemon fan's existence. Right, of course. Somehow I beat that snow round. Are you gonna help me or are you gonna be a meanie? No, you're a nice person. Hey, there's that winter core. We don't need to come back here now. Is anything hiding in that weird tree? Nah. I think we're just gonna get knocked out here and sent back. Level 19, my bro. Imagine, I hope not. I'll try some sneaky recover tactics to see if I can make my level 11 actually beat this level 19. But I don't think it's gonna happen. Good critical hit. Yeah, GG. Okay, send me back. Let's go get those elemental cores again so that we can make the next batch of starters. So we'll start off with a grass type. Core that was. Is it going to be in the same place, or do I need to find like a new core every time? I don't remember where it was, but I feel like it was over there before. Oh, okay, it's definitely a new place, because we didn't have to use cut last time. So we're probably going to need to explore all the terrariums in general. I should be battling these guys. I need the XP. Why can Baneri learn Splash? That's such a weird choice. Like, Baneri doesn't go in water at all. I think so, but at least the areas are like... It's really not that tedious. Because the areas are all pretty small. But like, most tedious one is probably the, yeah, like, there we go, done. That's the water core done. The most tedious one would be the autumn one, just because there's like a cave as well. But we've now learned that the cave is not that big either. Hypnosis. Ooh, just as I was saying, it's not that tedious. Just checking the time. I don't want to lose track of time and end up playing this game till like 2 AM. I think you're right, that one was in the same place. So I do wonder if it's... Because the grass one definitely wasn't. Because I did not have to use cut last time, I'm pretty sure. So that is odd. Maybe it's random. Maybe the summer terrarium just has less places to explore, so they had to reuse it. Oh, this is new. This bridge was incomplete before. I guess it's like a minor shortcut. Do I need to go back in the cave? I think I do. Oh, okay, yeah. So this one's definitely a new place. We may as well check what's up the ladder, because I don't know. And then that means we're going to be able to do a new season, a new set of starters. What's hiding up here? Like a future location for the fire core, maybe? Or a possible location if it really is just random? I don't want to battle you, bro. This battle's gonna take too long. Let's get out. Yeah, I suppose so. I think you are right. Because as it stands right now, at the start, I guess we could really go to any region of the terrarium. I think the way it's done right now isn't horrible by any means. But I guess you're right that it could be... That's a bit weird. That it could be done like slightly better. Have it so that the backtracking's a bit more fun. I guess if it does also just continue like this, kind of like the kitchen game, the family restaurant. Yeah, for sure. Because I think this is just a demo as well. I did see that it said it was incomplete on the thread. I never got the summer core. Huh. I feel like I explored the summer place a lot. But yeah, also I guess so far right now the main thing to look forward to is just seeing these Pokemon here. Who is that guy? And it is a lot to look forward to, don't get me wrong. But I guess it would also be maybe nice if a bit more happened in between with the backtracking, with the going to deeper areas. You're a treat king, huh? Ooh. I like the autumn leaf tail on La Loof. And who are you, you like superhero looking guy? Hirubu. A good set of starters once again. I'm sure the trainers will be very happy. Working hard day, Tom. Here, reward for your efforts. A Magnemite. Thank you, thank you. I guess to do what you were saying about having the backtrack and be a bit more exciting. I guess they could make it so that each of the Pokemon you receive would have like a different set of HMs. I guess they kind of do, but not really. It's all Porygon. And that way, when you receive a new party member, it's kind of like a nice and slightly more subtle, smoother transition of being like, hey, you can explore new parts of the terrarium. Yeah, I suppose that's true too. Or also just like maybe having labeled spots that you interact with, and like a fire spot, and you just interact with it once, and then it places down the fire one. Okay, so the water core is somewhere new now. We need to find the summer one, so let's have a bit of a longer look around here. Maybe... Ah, we do. We need to surf over here. That's cool. See, yeah, like you were saying, Kakarot, it would be cool if like it was only after a certain point that we got the surf ability that let us pick up this one. And even though it was here the whole time, now we're able to get a summer core. I should talk to that dude. I should see what he has to say. Okay, he's fishing. Good on ya. I'm a big fisher supporter. I do love fishes. So we've got the water, we've got the summer core, grass and fire. I know. Holly and that guy would get along very well. They would. There's grass. I think that one's actually where we first found it, maybe. So maybe they are random. Maybe. Let me guess, you've never played Holly Goes to the Lake? That's okay, Kakarot. I won't kill you. That's okay. You're just one of the many scum of the fan game community who makes games but refuses to play other people's games. I'm kidding, don't worry. You don't need to play Holly Goes to the Lake. It's a very silly game. Just want to check outside. I think the fire core is always... It's not just true for you though, Kakarot. It's sadly true for many, many fan game devs. I feel like fan game devs are their least biggest fans, as stupid as that statement might sound. It makes sense, I guess. You spend so long making your own game. It's kind of like, I can't be bothered playing someone else's Pokemon game. That was a quick collection we did there. I guess we've got to get out of this cave still, but... Have you ever played the Souls games, Kakarot? I completed Dark Souls 1 on Switch for the first time literally yesterday, less than 24 hours ago. And it was fun, kind of. I mean, definitely, like, you can see that the games got much better over time. And I think people are a bit nostalgia blinded when they say Dark Souls 1 is the best Dark Souls game ever. It's like, bro, have you have you played it recently and compared it with shit like Elden Ring and Dark Souls 3? It's more that I probably don't have too much time to sit down and play. I mean, yeah, that's that's very true. It's also like the fucking Game Freak already make one game a year. So we're probably all maxed out on our Pokemon quota by that. I do get that feeling, and that's why sometimes I try to stream non-Pokemon games. But then if I do that, I'm not making any progress on a bloody 20 game long list of jam games. I do enjoy playing these games, don't get me wrong, I enjoy them a lot. More than I expect most of the time. These games tend to blow me away more often than not. Oh yeah, so already we get to see a new trio. Maybe, hopefully, I mean hopefully in both senses, I will absolutely die if if Game Freak magically announces that they've got a game coming out before that's wrong. If they've got a game coming out before Legends Zaza, that would be very funny but also very sad. Yeah, and that list of interesting fan games just keeps on getting longer, buddy. It really does. It's crazy to think, like, back in the day, the best fan games you'd get was shit like Zeta and Omicron. And don't get me wrong, those games are good in their own respect, but like you can really see how far the community's come. Oh, this cute little pixie guy. So these are the I believe these are the summer starters. What are you? Berry Bee, very fitting. Ooh, oh, maybe he's actually my favorite. Gilly, that lizard is so cute. Oh, that one's just kind of cool, like a water hand clasping a pearl or something. Coreless. Definitely the highlight for this game would be all the starters. I'm loving the designs a lot. Hey Tom, my name is Juniper. I've been observing your progress. Are you having fun? I brought a gift for you. Consider it a reward for your efforts. A Silverly. How many games in this jam are going to feature Silverly? I believe this will help. And an RKS system. Okay. So we've got a Pokemon with Protein and a Silverly. Can we just use the RKS system to change it to whatever we want? We can. Let's go to Fire type. What did you say about Moobot blasted out? I also don't have as much patience on unpolished games riddled with odd quirks and typos. It's become my biggest pet peeve, so I tend to only play with smaller interest in projects people release. Yeah, I mean, I totally get that. I have a pretty high tolerance for stuff like that. For like bugs or like little unpolished stuff, like default battle backgrounds, for example, or default essentials music. But I understand that's like very much a me thing, and honestly, like, you should not be forcing yourself to play games that you're really not interested in. I'd like to do it just because I'm not forcing myself. It's more just like I like to see everything, like everything. I think, even if it does take a lot of time. Um, and also because like I don't know, it's hard. It's hard, but I know that like even for the crappier games, I'm kind of a belief that you can't really make a fan game without putting effort in it. I think even for the crappiest games of game jams, the dev probably still put in a lot of work and effort into it. And while obviously people should not be feel obligated to play it if they don't want to, I would at least like to be like one person who gives it a go and has it so that somebody plays what they put so much effort into. I applaud what Voltzion and Endless and everyone else do with Shattered Light, especially with Timeline, but man, what I'd give in to go and polish that game down. What parts? No, I like not to like be negative, but I'm curious what parts in particular did you find nitpicky about Shattered Light? Because I think for me, I did enjoy Shattered Light and I did enjoy playing it a lot. And I think the main like negative for me for Shattered Light was probably just like the story more than anything else. So I'm curious to know what part you found that you would like to have been a bit more cleaned up. Do we now go here? Yeah, we do. I knew it. I knew this area was going to mean something. Rush story events. Yeah, I get the story events. Typos I've always had a very high tolerance for. I do understand that like it does make it a bit harder to take the writing seriously or kind of take it in. But I kind of don't care. But again, I know that's not for everyone. I was playing a game earlier called Pokemon Otherworlds, and it was very unpolished. Lots of weird stuff, lots of typos, lots of misspelt words. But I loved the game to pieces, even though it was like one of the least polished games you'd play ever. It was just everything else it did in terms of like gameplay and the vibe of the story events, even if it was like a bit hard to take it seriously with the typos, I just found really, really cool. But I know for some people, stuff like that really does ruin it completely. Yeah, I think when I got around to playing Shattered Light, most of the bugs had been fixed, but I do remember seeing like posts, like I think in the first version, fishing didn't work. Like if you tried to fish, your game would crash, which is quite funny. It's just, I guess it's what kind of happens when you try to set out to make such a big game. Honestly, more than typos and stuff, this annoys me more than that. I don't know what's going on here. I'm even more confused now. So it is definitely a waterfall. I was willing to give it a pass, saying maybe it was like water rapids, but no, it's definitely a waterfall. The elevation just makes no sense, but that's alright. Honestly, a good at least half of it, if not more, dev time is spent polishing and making things feel perfect down to the frame. Wait times, because if I see someone playing, I may come across even a single type, I will throw my laptop to the wall. I mean, I think it's good, and I think that's kind of why I'm an advocate for making smaller jam games. Like, something that I loved about Purple Zaff's Villain Jam was he finished that game in like a week, which means he has all the time in the world to make sure there's no bugs, to make sure that everything runs smoothly inside that game. I think that, I mean, I like, that's why I definitely prefer those kind of like smaller scoped games that feel complete, that have like everything they're meant to. and everything that was in the original vision compared to like an overscoped 8-gym game that maybe falls a bit short because they were feeling a bit rushed at times. I say that, but I feel like even 8-gym games nowadays, it feels like so many people are pulling it off without having to compromise too much. Like, I played Abstract recently. Nice 8-gym game. I believe Andy and N said they were rushed at some parts, but it felt like a pretty smooth experience. Like, I don't know, like, it didn't really feel that rushed at all. I don't really have anything to really criticize about it. This is going to be our last starter trio, I believe. Ooh, who's that? Like a ice droplet? Flousy. Oh, he's a big boy. Snarble. And Cloudpacker. Okay, that's quite funny. An alpaca cloud. Why an alpaca? And there we go, off to the trainers. I'm guessing that's the end of the demo then, right? Tom, you did it. Yeah, not too shabby. Thanks to your efforts, our research is going through the roof. Congratulations! We are now ready to start the next phase of Professor Juniper. The Pokemon, they're gone. What? What do you mean? The special stars were stolen, and we weren't strong enough to stop them. We need to get them back, and we will. Tom, we need your help. You found a secret passage. Oh, okay, so this is a trailer for what's to come. Okay, this... it's funny that we were talking about this a little bit ago, but this is exactly what I mean about, like, having a demo where the story doesn't get to kick off. And there's no, like, real climax or anything. Thank you for playing. The team will now work hard on the DLC. Meanwhile, tell us your favorite Pokémon. Probably the Gecko guy. I like the Gecko guy a lot. But yeah, that's just kind of a shame, honestly, because I think my biggest criticism about this game would be that, like, it felt like no real story happened. I just kind of wandered around collecting orbs, and I got to see cool starters. But I wish that there was some kind of story event or something to happen. But I guess that's to come in the future. It seems like story was about to kick off a little bit. Yeah, it does help a little bit, and at least it lets me know story was going to happen. Because sometimes games don't do that. Sometimes you play a demo and you don't really know if story is going to happen when they next update it. But you know at least this game has something to come. So I do look forward to that DLC if it gets around to being released, if I get around to playing it, that'll be fun. But yeah, like, I don't really have anything too bad to say to this game. I think, like Kakarot said, the progression of this would be a bit more smoother if it felt like I was unlocking progression. Because the way it kind of started at the start, it also kind of ended. For the first trio of starters, I was doing the exact same thing as I was for the last trio of starters. So it'd be kind of cool if there's a bit more to it. Kind of like Kakarot said, maybe about, like, you unlocking more HMs as you progress, so you get more freedom and agency in where you're able to explore, or just unlocking new areas of the terrarium so that you have to properly go deeper. Because even though I know at least for the Fire Core area, and I think the Fire Core area was the only one that really did it, but the Fire Core area had the Fire Core be deeper in the cave every single time you went in. And so while that was kind of cool that you're going deeper every time, even from step 1 though, you could go as deep as you wanted. You weren't held back from going any deeper. But all that's very critical, nitpicky stuff. I think this was a really cute game. The presentation, oh my god, absolutely top notch. Like, I'm sure you heard me at the start. I'm blown away by the maps, by the tiles, by the UI, by this little guy. Very cute, very cool. Even the Pokeball that he's in. And the town map. And then, like, even just the concept of creating all those starters to give to trainers. Very cool indeed. popping the calls in the machine, making a season starter trio for each one. Very cool. And so that's why I think with a completed update, where the game has more of a story, a start, a climax, and an end, I think this could be really special. Even without that, I think it's still a pretty special experience. Star Wars pretty good at cooking up unique stuff, and I think this is no exception to that. How long is the last game we have to play? Playsword Chronicles. Okay, we need to download the new update at least. Yeah, for sure, the maps were beautiful. Shall we start this Kakarot? I'd really like it if somehow you were able to finish all the games this jam. All the games this stream. I don't think that's going to happen. I think this is like 2 hours long. But I might put like 50 more minutes on the clock for this stream. But you probably should go to bed. Do not feel like you have to stay up. But I will go to the bathroom quickly while it downloads. If you do disappear and head off to bed, good night, Kakarot. If not, I'll see you in a little bit, but no stress.